Hey guys, Kate Resaw here, back at you with another storage unit video. Today this is a 5x5. Not really too much mystery to it. They already took one item out, container of alcohol. Apparently you're not allowed to sell that, I guess. I guess you're not allowed to sell alcohol, but if they can see it in the unit, apparently they're going to take it. Not sure if they're really allowed. Alright, so I had to pause there because someone came in and their vehicle, they had a big 18-wheeler they're trying to get through here, and my car apparently was blocking them. I think they could have gotten by, but let's go. This storage unit. First thing I saw were the two skateboards. I paid $55 or so for this one. I think most of this is probably just trash. There's an interesting planter of some kind, a fan, some coffee mugs. This Solo 2 by Arizar. I have no idea what this is or what it's used for, but it might have some value to it. If it's, I don't know what it says, something about 200 degrees C. I don't know. I gotta do some research on that. This thing, not worth much. Although it is new, it might have a little bit of value to it. Sheen. Most of the stuff from Sheen is not worth any money. I don't know if that's even from there or not. The mirror. In the past, I've been able to sell these. I'm not sure what that's for. Looks like some kind of stand for something. We have Mean Girls picture. Another little picture right here. That's probably going in the trash. It's something to do with the family wax melts. Those sometimes sell on Whatnot. This little contraption, I don't know what exactly it is. Maybe it has some value to it. It's like a little stand of some kind. More pictures and stuff that'll probably just be thrown away. You can't really donate most of that. That's interesting. Looks like Willy Wonka or Jack Skellington or something. There's a umbrella back there. We have a couple totes to go through. All that stuff as well. So we'll get started. This is another little planter. Looks like it's gold in color. And then this thing, obviously, not exactly sure what it is. It's just some kind of table, obviously. It's not really anything fancy, I don't think. I don't think it's handmade. It could be, though. But yeah, that's the first overview of this storage unit. The totes are the main thing that I'm interested in, obviously, because the rest of it's... We'll see what that thing is. So I probably saw the chessboard game. That was right there up against the totes. This looks like it's some kind of insulated thermos. Infuser bottle for tea, cold water, and something infused water. Maybe some value there. This bag just had random stuff in it. I don't know, it's like phone cases, phone covers, which aren't worth anything. Some random other stuff. Maybe there's some value there to some of it. I doubt it. Shoes. Anytime I find shoes, it can be a good thing. These still have the cardboard in there. Like I said, this looks like a bag of trash, but maybe there is something in there other than just trash. Well, it's a pair of shoes at least. It's better than nothing. It's better than trash. I don't know what else might be in there. We'll have to go through that later. A hat. A couple hats, actually. I don't think any of them are really worth much. A couple bags and another hat here. Yes, I should be wearing gloves. I know. Steve Madden purse, Calvin Klein. Likely fakes, just because that's the nature of storage units, but you never know for sure. But yeah, and then there's also some books here. They all look like they're the same artist or author, so maybe there's some value to a set that can be sold. But yeah, we'll get some more stuff loaded up, and maybe we'll come back with those totes and whatever is in there. The Arizar thing was like a bubbler for water, so it had some value to it. Maybe it pays for the unit, one item, hopefully. But yeah, that's it for the second look at this storage unit. So we are back at the storage unit. More detailed look at what this thing is. Some kind of, I don't know what it is exactly. I did spill dirt right there. The planters sometimes are worth some money. Those aren't really that big of planters, but maybe they'll have some value. This, I don't know if we went through it or not. It's just some perfumes. Probably not really worth anything. Unless they're unused, they're not really going to be worth too much. Sheen, another bad sign. of stuff that's probably not worth anything. But yeah, just random pictures and stuff like that. Little pedestal back there. There are some shoes in here. They look new. I think they look new to me, at least, these Vans. Maybe there's a little bit of value to those shoes. Some kind of light. Might be broken. This basket, I don't know what's in here, but it's heavy. Looks like just random pictures, more Sheen stuff. Nothing too great. That's about to fall. Couple mirrors. Scrabble. Here is the last little mystery. Totes full of what looks like books. Maybe. I think that's all books, probably. At least that tote. That's really heavy. I'm not going to try and move that, so I'll be back with the last tote. Here is the last tote for this storage unit. I have a feeling it's more books because it is pretty heavy. I don't know. Well, it looks like it might be movies. There are some movies in there, at least. High School Musical 2. A hat. Homebody. Random arts and crafts stuff. This is just a bunch of random. Kajal, I know I've sold this brand for really good money in the past. Obviously that thing's not going to be worth much, but some more canvas, whatever you canvas, blank canvas pieces. I might have to go through this one a little bit more once I get home. If there's anything great, I'll report back. Cat nail file, but a decent amount. Oh, there might be some video games in here. There's some Blu-rays, but there's some video games as well. Modern Warfare, they are opened. Grand Theft Auto, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. So I might have to go through this one a little bit more. Skater XL for Xbox One. Harry Potter. Girlfriends, whatever that is. Never heard of that movie. So I might have to go through this one a little bit more. It's probably better than just books. Maybe the other one has some other stuff too, but I'll have to go through these whenever I get back home. So back home from the storage unit, some of the finds that might be actually some decent money. I don't know about these. Earthbound, I've heard that's a really good game to find. This is just like a random little Velcro patch. I found $8 in dollar coins. They were in a random little bag that said Bahamas. I thought it was maybe Bahamian money, or however you say it, whatever Bahama is. A quarter, a pressed penny from New Mexico, and then Netherlands. It says Netherlands, but I think we usually pronounce it Netherlands. 25-cent piece. These stickers, I don't know if they really have too much value to them, but they looked cool. These two will probably make my money back between friends and girlfriends. This is some kind of DVD. I think it's worth around $40. This one's probably going to sell for around $30. These Vans shoes, like I showed y'all earlier, were new in the packaging, so there's probably some decent value there as well. That's a new in the packaging book. It's probably worth like $15. Harry Potter's worth around $20. This Cinderella is worth around $13 or $14. This book is sold consistently for around $20. A couple video games. These will probably just go on Whatnot if I had to guess. Nothing too great. They're just 4 Xbox One games. This is some of the stuff y'all saw in that last clip, but I'll come back with a summary of what I think I found, what the value might be total for this unit, but just wanted to show y'all a little bit more of it. So as y'all saw in that storage unit, that was like a quick dine and dash storage unit. I think it took me 2 trips in the Mazda to clear it out, so obviously it's not very long. Y'all saw what I saw, basically. There was no mystery really there other than what was in the totes. The totes actually probably had the best stuff. I'll go over, I actually have already sold a couple of the items that came out of the storage unit, most of them being the DVDs. I have one of them to show y'all right here. This one just sold today. As I'm filming this on Wednesday, y'all are seeing this on Thursday. Girlfriends, the Complete Series DVDs. These sold for $45, I think, plus shipping. I'll throw the screenshot up right here. But yeah, that sold. That's basically making my money back right there. I also sold 3 other items as well. One of them being the Friends DVD set that sold for like $23 plus shipping. That one was new and sealed, which made it worth a decent amount. The book Plantopedia sold for like 15, I think, 15 or 16 plus shipping. A decent sale there. I did have a couple more books that hopefully will sell from that storage unit. None of them were worth crazy money, but you know, if it's worth around 20, I'll list it on eBay and, you know, try and sell it that way. And then last but not least, the Harry Potter DVDs also sold for, I think, 14 or 15 plus shipping. So between those 4 items, I'm going to make my money back on the unit. And I still got a lot of other stuff that hopefully will sell either at the garage sale or listed. I don't think I've listed too much more. There were some anime stickers that might be worth a little bit of money. I don't think I actually showed y'all those in the clip because they were in a bag of a bunch of stickers, but hopefully those will be worth a little bit of money. And yeah, I think that's it for this storage unit. It was a quick one, obviously, but enough to make a video out of. I think hopefully I got at least 10 minutes out of this video. So don't forget to like, comment your favorite item. Mine's gonna be the DVDs that I got because I wasn't expecting to find DVDs in that tote. Usually it's always clothes in totes. I like it when it's not clothes because I don't like clothes, and usually the clothes I get in storage units are cheap Sheen and Fashion Nova. So if they're good clothes like vintage concert t-shirts, sure, but I don't get those in storage units usually. And thanks for watching.